Goes the dynamite.
Boom, and we are live. Goes the dynamite.
Sweet.
One of these times before I click live, we should just be like having a huge like fight argument. So as people pour in, they think that we're like fucking about to kill each other. And then when it's time to cue the show, you're like, "And welcome everybody to the."
I'm down for that. That's actually pretty good.
So it seems like we're just putting on a fake show every week for people.
It's bullshit.
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 Boom.
Did I ever tell you that story where I was down at a fucking diner in California and I was sitting next to the chocolate rain guy from fucking Tosh.0.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah. That guy, the scrawniest motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, and he really has that fucking deep voice.
Yeah, it's crazy. I looked at him and I was like, chocolate rain. And he just nodded at me. I was like, yeah.
Chocolate rain. So I haven't heard that one before. Chocolate rain. Oh, we got some peepers. Say hi to us, peepers. Which says you peeping. We will officially start the episode at 7:05 my time. So 05, whatever time you're at. And yeah. Well, hello, Brian Carbonu. There's Colonel. What's up, buddy? And we are reading the comments as the show goes on, but also remember that we're also recording episode 2, so we'll just kind of read the comments that we see fit. But we see you talking, and we will respond accordingly.
Maybe. We haven't decided entirely yet.
Maybe, yeah. We haven't decided.
It depends how many there are of you and if we like you or not.
Right. But yes, the official episode will start in like 3 minutes. So there you go. Yeah, 3 minutes or 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Because I got a little timer on the corner. Michael Long, Dick of the Law, what's up? Brian Carbonneau, if you don't know, then now you know. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
Oh my god.
Oh, my Atlanta.
You crazy fuck.
You's a crazy hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Don't you talk about my baby daddy like that.
True.
Tilly says, hey, I eat art. I think he meant sweetheart. But, you know. I eat. She's the girl all the bad guys want. Do you have an intro in your head there, buddy?
I don't. And do I ever? It usually just comes like out of nowhere, right? So,
no. But remember, this time you can't be like, well, wait, hold on. Let's start that over. Well, I guess you can. I can still cut it when I edit the episode. Ooh, Tilly's in bed waiting for you, buddy.
I think he's waiting for you. He's into the scrawny men, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, well, I like them big teddy bears. You know?
Yeah, Bubba.
That's nice and squishy.
Michael, leave Victor alone.
Leave Brittany alone.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. That's a poor defense there. Fucking Johnny Cochran over here.
You know, he just slipped. He slipped.
He slipped. Yeah.
The floor was slippery when wet.
He slipped the drugs. All right. I should take this salmon bed. I'm in my recliner. Oh, yeah. That's where you pass out all the time, Colonel. Indeed.
It's true. That's in case all the ladies out here don't know, this is where all the magic happens for Colonel is in a recliner. So,
oh man! All right. Well, Farmer, you about ready to start the episode, the live recording?
Not really. No, are you?
God, look at your enthusiasm. I'm just,
I'm just fucking
partner.
I have so much fucking woof. Yeah.
So much woof.
Yeah. We're like the Billy and Chuck of the podcast community.
You look so good to me.
Colonel can be Rico.
The recliner, the stabbing cabin. What up, Anissa?
Well, and on that note, and hello everyone, and welcome back to another fun-filled, shitty episode of the Farmerholics. Sorry, the Outsiders of Horror. Your boy, Farmer, and over there, fucking good old Gay Faye.
Yeah. Fuck Zac Efron. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, good old Faye Salva himself. Jeepers Creepers over there, my man.
That's inappropriate, sir.
It depends on how you look at it. So how's it going?
Another day, another dollar. I enjoyed some good old work today. It was crazy madness. But you know what? I didn't scream today. I didn't cuss today. My boss gave me free eats for not screaming and cussing. So it's a good work day.
Well, that's always good. Well, I'm glad you got a free a flamethrower out of it, you flamer.
Hello.
Yeah, good fucking times, huh? So yeah, I mean, we're living in a world where COVID is like passing us by. Your food establishment is already open. You're already over there slinging shit.
Movie theater opens this weekend.
Movie theater opens this weekend. Nice. Have like the lines been crazy over at the DQ headquarters over there?
We're definitely breaking the rules of the max capacity that we're allowed to have.
What is the max capacity you're allowed to have?
We're supposed to be at 15 right now, I think. Like no more than 15 people at a time.
Gotcha. And you're already bypassing that. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because most of us don't even know how to count, so we just assume that we're at the number.
And is that why they have usually in the back? So you're not up front?
Yeah. Because I'm the only one that knows how to count. So
right. So it makes the most sense to have you not there, so you can't count.
Right. I'm back there making the food.
Oh, great. Yeah, hi. You heard it here first. Faye's the one that's making your order at fucking DQ, so watch out for that spit.
People love my food, damn it.
Do they? Why? Because you take it and you plug it into a microwave? Boop, boop, boop.
You know what? Even when you have a job that you absolutely hate, you still got to find a way to try to make it enjoyable. So I just take pride in the food that I send out most of the time. Sometimes though, I'll be hella busy. I'm like, here, you get this shitty cup of fries. Sorry about your bad luck.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Sorry about your damn luck.
What's up, Bindle? How's it going, buddy?
Bindle from Nolar Hawks. Welcome to the live recording.
Yes. Welcome to Face fucking Laboratory over here.
Laboratory.
Tilly, so Texas is open to 50% now, huh? Well, is there like what's that, like restaurant capacity? It's like they knock you down like 50, whatever the like capacity would be? Or is everything open? Is every store open now?
Yeah, is there still places closed?
Because here,
going forward, man.
I hear a lot of shit is still closed, and like food places are only doing curbside. You can't go in yet or anything like that.
So it's still like when COVID was full mass with everybody.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like the stay at home shit, like it's not as fucking prominent as it was before. So like now you're just free to kind of do whatever you want, but it's still the gyms are open. Wow, yeah, Texas does not give a fuck.
I know. They're the guinea pig. Yeah. They're the guinea pig of the country. Well, as fellas, we can just sell them to Mexico. The Alamo will change its results.
Well, you know what I always say. Remember the Alamo.
Yeah. Remember the Alamo. Yeah. It's in the basement.
No shit. Well, I mean, that should be good for fucking Texas Frightmare, though. I mean, especially if they're at 50% now. I mean, I'm sure from that 50%, a ton of people are going to get fucking sick and die, but then at least we'll have that next wave where it'll be 50% once again. And then we'll be back in September when it's 50% once again. So that's how I'm looking at the math. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still fingers crossed for Frightmare, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some restrictions for the convention if it does happen.
Right. Fucking everyone wears a mask, can't touch each other's ass. I mean, it's all fucking gloved and everything. Well, it's like
good luck stopping the ass touching.
You know? Yeah. I mean, well, you just have to have a glove on. A couple degrees of separation. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's sliding on gloves just so they can slap some asses. Yeah.
Hey, who's ready for their enema? Yeah.
Snap.
Oh yeah, sorry. So the bars in Boston are still closed. Yeah, that does suck. Actually, no, not really, because it's cheaper. Because now I can just buy my alcohol like I did today.
I'm usually just drinking at home anymore, anyway. the bars here in good old small town Kansas, they're not really exciting for me unless I want to hear the same country song over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, so if anyone out there is looking for a creep to give you a free prostate exam, you can always call John Tilley. His number is, but he's ready and willing to give you a prostate exam with no lube. So that's
yep, no lube.
No lube.
Lube's expensive.
That's too expensive for his blood. Yeah,
Maybe he'll use hand sanitizer if you're lucky.
It's only if you're good. If you're good, he'll do it.
Or if you're bad, if you don't like it.
Well, I mean, I think it just depends on how bad you are.
Right.
Tilly, you're like a fucking your sexuality is like a man of mystery. So I mean, go ahead, let us know.
So to those that are possibly listening to this after this recording, you're listening it onto a podcast, like on Spotify or whatever platforms you listen to it on. Your next chance to join us live, so you can hear us talk about you and talk shit on it, will be June 12th. Will be our next live recording. The movies are still TBD, but stay tuned. And if you have any good ideas for us, send them our way. So there's that little plug for you.
We do like good ideas. Typically, we don't have them, but we
that's
do
why
like
we
good
ask
ideas.
You guys for the good ideas because we don't have them. Especially now when it's just a two-headed rock star right now.
I'm the rock star. He's he's the dead weight. Everybody knows.
I'm the bass player. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. You're the key. You're like the keyboardist of the group now.
No, guitarist.
Oh, like, guitarist. All right, like Revenge of the Nerds style.
Yeah, that's such a good song. Revenge of the Nerds. That makes me want to groove every time. Makes me want to stand up and clap my hands. So recent watches.
Ryan Snyder is still in lockdown.
Still in lockdown. Where are you at, Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan. Where do you live?
Why do that?
Colonel, there will be no Lords of Salem. There will be no Lords of Salem here.
Never. Never. We're not wasting our breath on that one like we are now.
Yeah, Faye's got a better chance of getting laid than us watching that one.
Woo! Yeah, that's how bad that is.
All right, so Ryan's in Philly. Yeah,
Motown Philly back again.
I think it's because New Jersey's so fucked. It's probably because Jersey's so fucked that Philly's just kind of like watching whatever Jersey does. Because I think New Jersey has like a huge death rate right now.
Right, well, because Jersey, they got to go out to the beach and do their fist pumps.
Oh yeah, all the fucking GTL Gym Tan Laundry, yeah.
Yeah.
GTC Gym Tan Corona. I mean, that's
GTC. Hashtag.
So the movies we're going to talk about tonight are going to be a little remake battle. It won't be much of a battle, so that's a little unfortunate for everyone here because Faye doesn't know how to construct.
In your opinion, not everybody shares the same opinion as you, Farmer.
That's fine. So we're going to talk about the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. There. And then we're going to talk about Evil Dead Remake 2013. There. Faye, where's the fucking production value? I've seen other people with some dope-ass production value. Where are the fucking posters? Poster 1 could have been popped up. Poster 2, what the fuck? What do we pay you for? Because
this is a live recording of the episode. When we do our live specials, then maybe I'll give you some production value.
All right. So what you're really trying to tell me is it's not going to happen. So that's fine.
Not tonight, sir. You can't bust it out on me like that now. Shit.
I'll take it for what it is. Bullshit. That's what I'll take. Bullshit.
Well, my brother, do you got any recent watches this week before we get into our remakes?
I have a fuck ton of recent watches, but who would I be if I didn't let you go first? So take it away, Faye.
Thank you. Well, of course, going with the theme, I watched a bunch of remakes this week.
Of course.
I started with The Crazies. I forgot how good that remake is. It's definitely better than the original, in my opinion. And it's also got Danielle Panabaker, who's in the Friday the 13th remake, which we'll discuss later. And our boy Robert Hall did the makeup for The Crazies. So that's why that makeup is so good.
Wasn't that guy from John Tucker Must Die in that movie or whatever?
Probably. I don't remember John Tucker Must Die that much.
No, the fucking what was that? The girl next door, the guy, the fucking I forget his name. He's been in like everything.
I don't remember. But it's kind of crazy to watch that movie because there's like the scene where they're taking everybody's temperatures with those little like temperature guns and shit like that. I'm like, man, this is all very familiar right now. But then after the crazies, I watched the Stepfather remake. That movie gets shit on hard, which I don't think it deserves to be shit on as hard as it does, but it still needs to be shit on. It's not that great. Like, it had a great build, but then the build just kept happening, and led to a shitty ending. And Dylan Walsh's performance sucked. He was better in Nip Tuck. And then Amber Heard was disgusting in that movie. She was so fucking skinny in that movie. That bitch needed a sandwich, for sure. And then after that, I watched the Fog remake. And that was the end of my remakes. But then I watched a bunch of documentaries. I watched Life After Flash about Sam Jones, who played Flash Gordon. That was an interesting documentary. You know, the whole sob story. He did drugs and wanted to kill himself. But then Ted pulled him out of his slumber and made him rich again. And then I watched He'll save every one of us. And then I watched Special When Lit. It's a documentary about pinball machines.
Okay.
You know, I love pinball machines. That's like a must-have for me sometime in my life. I want to own a full-size pinball machine. Specifically one that I would like the theme of it, but I mean, I wouldn't really care what it would be as long as it's a full-size working pinball machine.
Did you actually learn anything from this pinball machine documentary?
Yeah, like right off the bat, the very first one with actual flippers was the Humpty Dumpty pinball machine back in like the 40s, 50s. So very old. It had 6 flippers all together. And a bunch of other fun shit. And then I watched another pinball machine documentary called, what is it? Things That Go Bump in the Night. The Spooky Pinball Story is about a company called Spooky Pinball.
Oh, go figure.
And how this guy quit his job and everything to start a pinball machine company, which is very high risk because the pinball machines are obviously a dying like breed of entertainment out there for you.
Right.
But he ended up being successful for it. His biggest one was he got the license to do a Rob Zombie pinball machine, and that blew the fuck up. So gross. Ew. And then after that, I watched a documentary called Way of the Puck, a documentary about air hockey. Kind of sensing the documentary theme here going on, right?
just a little bit, yeah.
Which I love air hockey. I've had many air hockey injuries growing up playing air hockey. Many bruised knuckles, even a throat shot one time. Puck jumped up and just hit me right in the throat. That sucked. But I love air hockey. And I watched Nintendo Quest about this guy who had 30 days to find all 678 retail licensed NES games. Spoiler, he got 653. He didn't complete his quest. But, you know.
He was close, though. He was close.
And then the
NES blue balls.
Right. And then the last documentary that I watched was Under the Boardwalk, the story of Monopoly. That was pretty good, too. There's a lot of history with Monopoly. I recommend that one. I hate the game. I hate the fucking game. Just because I suck at it. I'm not good at adulting. So
we all fucking know. Everybody fucking knows. 63 episodes in. If you don't know, now you know.
my son legitimately beat me in Monopoly. I wasn't even going easy on him. We were going by the rules, and he was like 9 at the time, and he fucking beat me. I was like, okay, fuck this game. I'm done with it. And then for shits and giggles, I watched the movie Bridesmaids because that movie makes me laugh.
Bridesmaids, okay.
That's a funny fucking movie.
Very nice, very nice.
And that's my recent watches.
Boom. Air hockey competition at TFW?
Oh man, that'd be fucking dope.
Are you going to supply it, Tilly? You're a resident, so you would have to bring it in order for this to happen.
Yeah, and I want a full size air hockey machine. So
spend the $60, take your fucking cheap ass to fucking Walmart, and just bring one to TFW, and then we will play it all shit faced. But to start off my recent watches, I watched The Corpse Vanishes with Bela Lugosi.
Oh, still on your Bella kick, huh?
Yeah, Karloff. Fuck Karloff, all right? I am a Bella guy, all right? So fuck you, Karloff. Well, Bella never got his fucking due because that Hungarian-ass accent. And he tried to fucking tone it down a little bit, but just people couldn't fucking see past it. And that's why that fucking scumfuck Karloff got more roles than Bella did. But Bella is a better actor.
Another episode, buddy. Another episode.
Another episode?
That's going to take me another hour or two. That's going to be like a 3-part series of me and you just arguing about Lugosi and Carla.
Fair enough. I watched Zombie High with Virginia Madsen.
Nice.
That was definitely in the fucking early 80s. Yeah, that was okay. It was more of like slow burn drama. I was expecting more than I got, but I also wasn't expecting too much because of what it was. It was a shitty fucking indie from the 80s. So, I mean, for what it was, okay. I'll never watch it again. I wouldn't even recommend it. If you see it on Prime, skip. Swipe left. I watched Mausoleum. Fucking Mausoleum. Yeah, I mean, like,
I come across that title all the time, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking slow. It's all right. I don't know. I mean, if you need to burn an hour and some change, watch Mausoleum, but I wouldn't do it sober.
Fair enough.
Let's see. What else did I come across here? I have my little list. I watched The Loved Ones.
I've seen that.
Yeah, the Australian movie. You know, they say that budget was fucking $7 million. That fucking, I do not fucking see it. I want to know why people hype up The Loved Ones so fucking much. I don't think it fucking deserves any hype at all.
That was one of the shows you missed. We did that on the show.
I know. Yeah. That was one of the earlier episodes when the gang was still back together.
Too soon.
But no, man, like the Loved Ones, I don't know. It's I'd be curious to hear if people in the chat have actually fucking watched that movie, but to me, I don't see where the fucking money went because it sure as fuck didn't go to the production value and the fucking actors. I couldn't even tell you any of them were, so they're just Aussie shit. So for that, I was not
still
sold.
dug the movie though. Like I remember giving it a pretty high rating. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I gave it a solid rating for sure.
I watched King of New York with
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Chris Walken, man. Yeah.
Your mother so.
That was I own that movie. I think I have it on VHS as well as DVD. I love that fucking movie. It's not horror whatsoever, but I dug it. And then second to last that I watched was Tamara. You ever seen that?
It's another one of those where I constantly come across the title, but I never stop and watch it. It's got the hot chick on the poster. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And but like has anyone seen Tamara? Anybody here? Has anyone seen Tamara? So Tamara on like the actual cover of the poster, like I've seen after this, like years after this movie, I've seen just copies of this poster just like rebutchered in front of the movies. And it reminds me of Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat, like it looks like it took it from that.
Oh, kind of like with the font and like the shadow with the orange.
Yeah, and all the orange and everything in the background. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, I would compare those because there was a few movies that kind of stole that fucking aesthetic for the poster. But Tamara was done by the creators of Final Destination. I thought it was okay. I thought it was cool. On the Farmer scale, it's about a 4. So if it's a 4 for me, it's probably like a 7 for all of you. And then the last movie I watched was Harriet the Spy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still as good as it was back in the day.
You know, I am a Harriet the Spy kind of guy. You know what I mean? So I am a.
That was a young Michelle Trachtenberg, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Michelle Trachtenberg. Yep.
I like her. I liked her in Euro Trip.
She was a good shit.
Doesn't know.
You know, I wish she had a better fucking career than what she ended up with, because her career kind of like went off the face of the fucking earth. I don't know if she retired, but nobody ever really retires from filmmaking. They just can't get booked.
I liked Anissa's comment just now. She said, y'all like when the gang from Scooby-Doo split up. Only Scooby and Shaggy are left. Which obviously, Farmer is Scooby because he's a dog.
No.
Ruh-roh. But anyways, yeah, so was that all your recent watches there, buddy?
And that concludes my recent watches.
Nice.
I had a good list this week. Normally my list is like maybe like 2 to 3 movies.
You did, you wrote them down. Usually you just sit there and go, let me think. And then I have to cut all that shit out.
Yeah, it's true. Just like when Brian was on the show and he used to go, every 5 fucking seconds. Brian, when we had to edit the show, I wanted to fucking murder you. Also, it wouldn't be a show if I didn't say, fuck you, Daryl Hook.
Yeah, in case you're listening to this episode, that's his name on the screen here. Fuck you, Daryl Hook. Me, I'm just plugging my handle there because I need some followers. I hit 300 today on Instagram. Woot woot. Go Andrew Faye all day.
How many subscribers?
No, on Instagram, on my personal Instagram page, I hit 300. Making my way up. You know what I'm saying?
Making your way downtown, man. Look at you.
Yeah.
I'm at 910. Come see about me. You know.
I'm still cooler than you. My mama told me so.
Yeah, well, what's being cool than cool? Ice cold.
Ice cold. Right, so let's talk a little remake, shall we? We're about halfway into this episode, 25 minutes in.
Michael, I would be concerned about what you have for a Scooby snack. Because you're the type of guy that's going to lure someone into a van outside. Right?
Nice. I don't know. I think maybe we start with Friday the 13th.
I think we go Evil Dead first.
You want to go Evil Dead?
Okay. Yeah, I think we go Evil Dead first. Yeah.
Works for me, homeboy.
All right.
Why don't you lay it on him there? All
right. Well, so this movie actually came out in 2013. I can't pronounce. I'm going to say Fede Alvarez. That he directed it and wrote it. The budget of this movie was 17 mil, and then it looks like it grossed about 97.5. Does that look accurate to you?
It was a success. That's what I read. Yeah, when I was watching the movie last night, actually.
Stan Jane Levy, Silo Fernandez, Lou Taylor Pucci. He's a very good. Jessica Lucas, Elizabeth Blackmore. I mean, it's the movie. What was it about, Faye? Well, like, what was the remake about? Because it wasn't a fucking carbon copy of the Evil Dead we got with the fucking Cabin Fever remake. Because that was just a fucking just a reshot for shot fucking bullshit examination of the first one that we ever got. So,
right.
Tell me, what is this about?
Well, that's what I like about this because it took the general concept of the original Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell. But they made it more serious, more like dark and gritty, not so over the top like slapstick. There was still the extreme gore and stuff like that, but it wasn't like cartoony like the original Evil Dead was. And they changed the storyline. I like how they changed the story with this one. How they're helping this girl detox pretty much from the heavy drugs. So when she's starting to go a little crazy, starting to get a little more possessed, I should say. Yeah. To them, she's just detoxing. So that's why nobody tries to leave until it's too late. The shit's flooded and they're all stuck there. So I like that idea, what they did. I like the changes and I like the homages. I think this is what a remake should be. It should take the same concept. Because, I mean, if you try to say that kind of movie is an original, it's clearly like Evil Dead. So you might as well call it a remake. Take the idea, give it your own take on it. And give us what I think is a gem in the Evil Dead remake. And Jane Levy is smoking hot in this. Like, no makeup, sweatshirt, looking good. I like it. When she starts getting possessed, though, and cuts her tongue with the X-Acto knife and shit, though, I'm good on that one.
Nice. So you're saying I should take this razor blade? And I say,
yeah. And it's like, get down here so I can suck your cock, pretty boy.
Oh boy, yeah. All right. It just got real here. I hope you just tuned in. So
that's what she tells her brother in the movie. So because her brother's a pretty boy in that movie. She looks tasty. But yeah, and then I mean, there's a nice homage to the tree raping scene. Yeah, a little more darker, a little more grittier, not as sexual as it was in the original Evil Dead. And I was kind of jealous of the tree, not gonna
lie. Interesting. All right. So you're all right. So for anyone out there, so apparently Faye has a rape fantasy, and he wants to get attacked by a tree in his butt. So
I would still get consent. I'd be a tree that would have a waiver because I'm made of. I'm.
Is there a safe word like branches or like blossomed leaves?
Yeah, tree sap.
All That's what you'll be spewing. Okay, yep. Moving on.
I don't know. Well, I mean, kind of give us your feel on it.
I think Jane Levy is a fucking smoke show.
Oh yeah, especially in this movie.
I love that the idea of the movie is like about her just like a detoxing and everything. It's like the whole fucking subplot is about the fucking, the Evil Dead in the woods and all that. But I mean, just like her whole story, and like I like it because it's so fucking pure and shit. Because it's like her coming down. It's like you would hallucinate if coming down from heroin and like drugs like that. So of course they don't fucking believe her. So like I think that was a really good character moment. And I thought that was like that helped me believe in the story and her like kind of delivering that film for us.
Yeah, see, that's what I loved about it. I love that change that they made with this movie, and it was perfect for it, I think. Because yeah, who the fuck would believe somebody's coming off a detox? Because like that detoxing shit off of hard drugs is some hardcore shit.
Right.
And people go through hell detoxing from that shit. So.
I just think for me that's what made it solid on like the story aspect, because they didn't try to fucking completely just rip off the fucking gravy train of fucking Evil Dead. Like they kind of like added their own spin to it, but kept true to it in the same sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But no, I thought the acting was really on point for this movie. Really on point. I thought the characters were really fleshed out. I thought there was like good development for them. A lot of the deaths, which we'll get into, but I mean, I liked a lot of like the deaths and everything like that. I mean, how did you feel about that?
I thought the acting was great too. I mean, because the kind of character they're portraying, I really like felt that like the nerdy dude that causes the fucking chaos, that reads the book like an idiot, that's constantly being annoying. He was pissing me off. So that means the actor did a good job, because he was actually getting an emotional reaction out of me. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Shut the hell up. You're the reason for all this.
Yeah, that's Lou Taylor Pucci. That's the guy who I liked. I thought he was a really good actor.
Yeah, he was pissing me off. So, and like I said, that makes him make a good performance, because he garnished a reaction out of me.
He looked like he would have been a character in like a fucking Rob Zombie movie, and Rob Zombie would have like destroyed like him for like acting in his movie.
He does.
He looks like he should have been fucking in like the Halloween remake.
Right. And then Jane Levy's performance, I mean, she had to go through some crazy shit in this movie, and I think she crushed it. From even the creepy underneath the floor panel thing, the door or whatever, paying homage to that, to just the hell she had to go through when it was raining blood and she was doing her epic battle scene at the end. I mean, it was
fucking spoilers, Faye. What the fuck? This movie just came out.
Oh, did it? Fucking what, 7 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, just about.
I went and saw this in theaters too by myself. It was fun. I wasn't scared. That was the big hype for it, though. Is that I guess people were having heart attacks while watching this movie and shit.
I don't fucking see how that's even fucking plausible. I mean, this movie was not really like scary by any fucking means. I mean, what did you guys think about it in the Chizat over there? I mean, were you fans of it? Did you fucking hate it? Was it bullshit? Do you fucking hate remakes? Are you blind? Like, what's your deal? Just like let one of us know.
Well, obviously, a big standout for this movie is the crazy gore.
Yeah,
which was fantastic. It didn't look shitty. There's a lot of it was practical. Most of it was practical. It was very effective. Like when the chick's carving her into her face with the fucking glass. Oh, yeah, don't like that.
That was so fucking good, though, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, like that fucking scene where I wanted to take a belt, wrap it around my neck, and like beat off to the movie. I was all fucking, I was all about it. You know what I mean?
And you think my tree rape fantasy is weird? Oh, Jesus. But yeah, and then the shot of the chick turning after she cuts off her arm, and it's like dangling there for a second and then just falls off. I thought that was fantastic.
Oh, I love the fucking slow crawl that like she does across like that bathroom fucking floor and everything like that, and then just like fucking, oh, dude. Like that was fucking epic. And I just loved when she kept fucking him up in the eye and everything. That was great.
Oh, man, yeah. And the nail gun. Yeah, it was, I mean, the effects were great. The shots, the lighting was great in this movie. I like the toned down contrast of the movie. It wasn't all bright and everything. And I don't know, it was well directed, well made. Those practical effects. I didn't look up who did the practical effects, but they were really good. And I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. I was pleased because, I mean, like most horror fans, we go into a remake very skeptical. I would have to say every single time. But most of us do watch them too, just so we can do our comparison that we're going to do.
Is there anything about this movie that you didn't like?
I don't know, like kind of the double ending. That was kind of annoying. Because like he had the big bill to him saving the sister by killing her and then reviving her, and like the movie could have ended there, but then all of a sudden he had to blow himself up, and then she has the big battle with the Evil Dead with the chick, which was a great scene, but I mean it had two totally different ending feels to it. So I mean that's nitpicky because like I didn't really have an issue with it, but that was just something that kind of stuck out to me. I'm like, man, there's a double ending to this movie, and I'm iffy on that. Overall, I love this movie. So,
Yeah, I fucking hate probably 9 out of 10 remakes. Always. The Evil Dead is probably one of the rare exceptions for me. I thought the directing of it was fucking on point. I mean, it was a profitable fucking movie. I mean, the shit looked good. I thought the way it was filmed was nice. Cinematography was fucking great. The acting was really good. I mean, even for like the fucking supporting like shittier actors, I would say, like like the smaller parts. Like the girl who just wanted to go home, who just wouldn't shut the fuck up, who I wanted to drown in a basket of fucking death. But I mean, other than that, like I was really into the movie. I was very surprised that I liked it. I saw it in the theater. This was a remake I would let slide because I felt like it was more of a standalone than it was a remake for me.
all right.
I felt like it was in like that like in that Evil Dead like universe, like in there for like the franchise, but I didn't feel like it was a remake. Did you?
Right. No, I think it belongs. When you talk Evil Dead franchise, I think there's 4 movies, not 3. I think you can include this one easily.
Right.
Before what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say before we like rate it and stuff, I wanted to answer Brian Carbonell because he
said something.
Yeah, he said, I thought it was great. I didn't find scary either. I have both rated and unrated versions. Have only watched unrated. Were there any differences? I've watched both versions. It's really not a difference that's worthy of making sure you watch both. It's more of just added dialogue, more of an extended scene type of thing. I think it's a total of like three or 4 minutes that they added that makes the difference between rated and unrated. I think it's one of those cheap things that DVD or home movie releases do, where they'll go, "This is the unrated version with an added 15 seconds of the F word," or something like that. That bullshit marketing ploy.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But yeah, so we want to rate some Evil Dead remake.
Yeah,
I have a feeling this is the one that you liked of the two.
maybe I liked both. You never really know.
A little zinger, huh?
Yeah, a little zing. So I'm gonna let you kick us off. Even with my Evil Dead shirt. So yeah, what do you rated? 1 out of 10. Evil Dead.
Like I said, I think it's what a remake should be. I mean, I think this is a good depiction of what remakes should be, not a shot for shot or word for word from the script. Take the concept and then kind of just create something out of the original concept. So yeah, and I thought Fede Alvarez crushed it with the directing. The effects were great.
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a solid 9 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's that's a good rating. It is deserved in some regard. But for me, I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 tree rapes. I thought it was a damn good movie. Not quite past the 7 for me, but I thought it was very well done, and I didn't feel like it was a slow burn, and I didn't want to rip my fucking eyes out. So 7.
For remakes, that is a very high rating for you, buddy. Hell, that's just a very high rating for you in general.
I know. That's just how much I actually fucking like this one.
Well, there you have that.
And that's one down. But before we even get to the second one, we just we look forward to these every week, and it's Faye's overrated pick of the week.
I told you I don't have one, motherfucker.
Well, you better think of one. So anyway, I'm gonna take to the chat. So Michael Schlong gives it 8.5. All right, that's nice. Colonel gave it an 8.
All right, I'll give you an overrated pick. That might raise some eyebrows. I think Bruce Campbell is overrated. I really do. Cool guy. the few roles that he's done is great, but he is worshipped like a god, and he is Sir as no god. He's just another actor that's fun to see appear in movies from time to time. He had his lead moments, but other than that, he's really not a lead actor, I don't think. He's more of a side hoe.
So let me just make sure I got this right. A little recap for everyone here. So Faye thinks that Bruce Campbell is overrated.
Yes, I like Bruce Campbell. Like I said,
right?
Overrated.
Why do you think he's overrated?
Mm-hmm. He's more of my side bitch instead of my main squeeze. You know?
For anyone who is here in the room, please voice your opinions. Do you think that? Do you think that Bruce Campbell? Do you think he's like a leading man? Do you think he's like a legend? Do you think he's up there with Robert Englund? Because that's what I feel like you're getting at first perception with people. That he's
while they're answering that, we had a few ratings. We had Michael Long give Evil Dead an 8.5. Colonel gave it an 8. Brian Carbonell gave it an 8. So yeah, solid ratings across the board here. And then Anissa said I should be fired from the podcast. Thank you, Anissa. Appreciate that. I do. I think he is overrated. Thank you, Jennifer.
How much did fucking Faye PayPal you to say that?
Man, I just got a PayPal. Still trying to figure that out. So if I wanted to PayPal, I can.
Well,
rebuttal, sir. You wanted the overrated pick so bad before we even started recording. I was like, I don't have one.
Well, and it's a good thing you brought one up because I agree with you.
What? Look at you with your fucking zingers. I'm sick of them already.
Bruce Campbell is not that good of an actor. You take away fucking Army of Darkness and Evil Dead, who the fuck is he? But I mean, you can say the same about Robert Englund. You take away Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, who the fuck is he?
Watch your fucking mouth.
But I mean, in that same regard, I mean, people who have gone into like these films who have branched out and done other things. I mean, fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, she's done shit. But no, man, Bruce Campbell, he's fucking overrated.
Yes. See, people are kind of agreed here. Brian and John both, Jennifer, they all kind of agree. Like, because the way people worship the ground that he walks on, I don't understand.
I think it's because it's the way he fucking carries himself. So people just kind of like go along with the way he carries himself. Because he walks around like a shit though. It stinks. So, like he fucking breeds in that like celebrity bullshit. You people feed into him. I mean, I got his auto on 3 things. And like each time that I've ever met him, like I've never actually wanted to have a conversation with him. I just want him to fucking sign and just shut the fuck up.
As we all know, women do love that very confident man for some reason.
Well, you know, it's because
he's like dick
boomstick with his pillow talk and all that other bullshit. But I mean,
yeah. And then when you see the person himself at like cons and stuff, he's that guy. He's that very confident man. So yeah, I guess it's the way he carries. So. Yeah,
I mean, I think the way he carries himself for sure. I mean, it's definitely his confidence because when he walks into the fucking room, it's like, oh, there's Bruce Campbell. But it's like, oh, there's Bruce Campbell. Can you tell me a movie that he was in that you fucking liked that wasn't Evil Dead related?
No, see, like a lot of people like Bubba Hotep, but I think that movie's overrated as shit as well.
Wasn't he on like Burn Notice or something like that? Wasn't he on like one of those TV shows?
He did Maniac Cop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, most of all though, he just he's just kind of one of those familiar faces that pops up and shit, like all the Spider-Man movies and shit like that, you know.
Yeah, well, thanks, Raimi.
yeah, Raimi throwing him in.
Let's also be honest. If there was no Raimi, there'd be no Campbell.
True story. So thank Raimi, you nut sucking Bruce Campbell fans out there.
Yeah, I am not a fan of Bruce Campbell. What do you rate the Evil Dead?
Like the franchise, the OG?
The OG.
I'd probably give it a 7. I like the remake better.
To be honest, I'm probably up there in like a high 5. I'm in a 5.
That's my second favorite one out of the 4 movies.
Really?
I hated Evil Dead 2. I think it was too much, too cartoony, too over the top. Army of Darkness, I have to be with like some buddies and we're like drinking, whatever. It's one of those kind of movies, but I don't voluntarily watch it by myself or anything like that.
See, I'd rather take like Army of Darkness, the remake, part 2 than the original.
I can see that. I can understand why people love part 2 because it is very over the top and it can be fun. I don't know. There's something about it while I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm not really digging it. So
I will say I liked Army of Darkness more than I liked the original Evil Dead. I don't like that little world. I don't know. The Army of Darkness was cool. The fucking walking skeletons, man.
yeah, that's fun. And him not being able to remember the words to say. I thought that was kind of funny.
But yeah, no, this might be the first time in 63 episodes of an overrated pick of the week that I've actually agreed with you.
I know, it's crazy.
The
world is changing.
I'm not fucking. I don't dig it. No, not a fan.
Yeah, the world is indeed changing. We got that, and we've got the COVID, and we got Minneapolis reenacting the LA riots, and all sorts of shit going on these days. The world is indeed changing.
Those poor targets. What the fuck did they ever do to anybody?
Target even tweeted, "What did we do?" Yeah.
That's I wish you had that so you could pull it up. That would have been great to fucking throw on there. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't dive into that. That's a whole different fucking can of shit. We shouldn't, especially me, because you know how I am. So I won't say anything. I have to be PC in this one.
Yeah, that was your overrated pick of the week. Turned out to be a good one. Look at that, off the dome. Boom.
Whoever this Jennifer person is says Evil Dead 2 Blue.
See, I like a Jennifer. She knows. And she likes my shirt. What's up, Texas Chainsaw?
And she likes the shirt.
Sound like a different Family Guy. Got some Oreos for you.
Hi, Chris.
All right, so on to Friday the 13th, shall
we? Sure. So it seems like back in February of 2009, there was a movie that came out from fucking New Line and Platinum Dooms and Crystal Lake Entertainment, and it was Friday the 13th, directed by Marcus Nispel. Do you know other films that Marcus has done?
He did the Chainsaw remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake.
He did the Chainsaw remake. He did Conan the Barbarian, that fucking disaster piece. He did Exeter, which actually was pretty decent. I like that one. It took place over here in Rhode Island, which is like a stone's throw that way. And then he did Frankenstein 2004.
Oh, okay.
Can't really say gave too much shits about that, but I mean, obviously, you know, he came in directing a couple things. So like he did Exeter and did Conan, then he did Friday the 13th, and then Chainsaw obviously would have came after that. But so that
Texas Chainsaw came first.
No, it didn't.
Texas Chainsaw came in 2003.
Over here it's saying that. Oh, you're right. Yep, my bad. So yep, reverse order: Texas Chainsaw, Frankenstein, Pathfinder. Did you ever see Pathfinder?
No, that was another one of those where I kept seeing the poster over and over, but I never watched it.
It had fucking Carl Urban in it, and the only fucking decent actor was Clancy Brown. So yeah, you weren't missing much whatsoever.
Yeah, it interested me at all.
So the budget of that movie was 19 mil, and it made about 92.7. So like that. So I think Evil Dead made just a little bit more than Friday the 13th did,
which is surprising because Friday the 13th name I would say is bigger than Evil Dead. That's my opinion, but
well, Friday the 13th it's way bigger. It's like you know Friday the 13th. Not everybody will know Evil Dead. That's especially if you're not into the genre. You'll know it. I know Jason. I mean, people will think it's fucking Michael Myers half the time, but yeah, you know what I
mean. Right. This movie was written by Damien Shannon and Mark Swift, who also wrote Freddy vs. Jason.
Very nice. Let's see who was in this. So it was Jared Padalecki, Danielle Panabaker, a lot of panas there. Aaron Yu, Amanda Reddy, Travis Van Winkle, and our good buddy Derek Mears.
Yeah. During the great Supernatural War of 2009, where the two Supernatural TV show actors did remakes, because the same year Jensen Ackles did the My Bloody Valentine remake. And they came around the same time. So, yeah, they had a nice little standoff there amongst themselves.
What a terrible remake. But, yeah, back to Friday the 13th. Yep. It's another episode, Faye. Another episode, yep.
Right off the bat, I love the whole opening scene of this remake. That's a great way to open a movie. For one, I like the opening credits because they go ahead and get the whole mother storyline out of the way during the opening credits, and everybody knows I could give a shit about the original Friday the 13th and the whole mom storyline, shit like that. Boring.
You leave Betsy Palmer alone, you fucking asshole.
Nothing wrong with Betsy Palmer. The movie, though. The movie. Okay.
That woman acted her fucking heart out. You leave her alone.
But the whole scene with the people searching for the field of marijuana, I thought that was fantastic. I mean, right off the bat, you're getting tits and sex, and then you're getting the violence. You're getting the potato sack, or a version of the potato sack head, Jason. And it has like one of my favorite shots in a scene, like ever. I absolutely love the ending of that scene where Jason is running. He does the full windmill swing with the machete, and it cuts off right before it slices into her. I love the way that looks, the feel, the way the camera's panning out. Love that shot. And yeah, great kills. You got the bear trap and all that stuff, which is a nice segue into Jason in this movie. I loved how he was pretty intelligent in this. Like he grew up on a campground, so the way his kills are in this movie, and it was written to be so, is more of like a defending his ground survivalist type of kills with the bear traps and the strings let him know, like when you hit the tripwire, the bell rings, and so that's how he knows people are there, and it's time to go kill some motherfuckers. And I love that he's running again. People had an issue with him running in this movie, which people forget that Jason didn't stop running until fucking part 6, I would say.
So you agree with the running?
The cold open is the best part of the movie. I pretty much, yeah. I mean, it was a great opening. It was a great way to kick it off into what became the rest of the movie of dude looking for his sister that looks just like Jason's mother, and that's why she's still alive.
Yep. I loved in the cold open. I loved Ben Feldman.
Yeah, the nerdy dude.
No, he was the dude smashing his girlfriend in the tent.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. He's he acts on a show called Superstore.
Yeah.
He plays Jonah on Superstore. Yeah, no, that cold open. A lot of people think it goes by pretty quick. That cold open actually goes for about almost a half hour into that fucking movie. It's like 22 minutes of like the opening. That's a very long cold open. I thought that story structure was fucking was awesome. Like I loved that cold open. To me is the best part of the movie.
It was fantastic
because it's like you're supposed to believe you need to care about these people because it just lasts for so fucking long, and then they all die.
Right. I did feel bad when the nerdy dude died. I liked his pointless facts and all that shit. Kind of reminded me of me sometimes. I'm full of useless facts.
Yeah, I know. Where's that Joe Blow Fandango site used to go on for the fucking for all the facts? Yeah, you know what? The most upsetting thing to me in that movie was the fact that girl with the big boobs died and the fucking tent suspended from the tree branch. I didn't want her to die. She deserved to live. She was a good girl.
It's an homage to the common sleeping bag deaths that happen throughout the franchise. And what's funny is that we're back-to-back weeks of talking about somebody that's in the show Superstore.
Oh, yeah.
Because last week we had Chicken and Biscuit dude. That's the wheelchair dude in Superstore.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Chicken.
I knew you were going to start singing it.
And gravy and the chicken and the biscuits and gravy. God damn, I love that stupid fucking song. Hatchet 2. Not a good movie, but I love that fucking I love that guy.
Totally sang that song today at work. My boss was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I just looked there and go, "And the biscuit is me." And then I went back to cooking.
You should go on the loudspeaker if there is one and just sing that one day.
No, we're too small of a store to have a fucking PA system.
All right, just start shouting it.
Yeah.
All right, so back to fucking. How do you think Derek Mears did portraying Jason over Kane Hodder?
Yes, over Kane Hodder.
Kane's still bitter about that.
Which, I mean, that's fine. But like I was explaining earlier, I like the running Jason again. They're highly intelligent. And Derek Mears was good at telling a story with his body because, his face is covered. I think he did a fantastic story of doing the way he did the kills. Like he's just defending his ground and the survival way of doing it. Derek Mears is my second favorite Jason out of the actors who have portrayed Jason. Number one being C.J. Graham. Like I even like Derek Mears over Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder probably could have been another overrated pick of the week, but that could be saved for another day.
Ooh, yeah, save that for a different time.
Yeah.
Is there anything you didn't like about this movie?
That they killed my Asian buddy,
Aaron,
Chewie.
Yeah,
Chewie. He was fucking fantastic. I want to be that dude's best friend. Farmer, why can't you be as cool as Chewie?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I just fucking hate you. I don't know.
You know what you can do to be as cool as him is take off your shoe right now, pour some beer in it, and drink it. Shoot the boot. Shoot the boot.
You know, you're more of the shoot the boot kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like that's you. I believe that from you.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately, if I'm drunk, yeah. Which I'm sober and I haven't peed. Look at that, people.
Fucking crazy. Well, don't worry. We only have about 5 minutes left to go.
Now, what's great is we can't end the conversation about the Friday the 13th remake without talking about stupendous Brie and her perfect nipple placements. I mean, which she does, man, because those are real titties, obviously, which are great. I hate fake titties.
Yeah.
Real titties and then perfect nipple placement. And Travis Van Winkle can't stop talking about him, which he plays a great douchebag. He's been a douchebag in many movies, and he fucking kills it. And from what apparently he's one of those types where he can crush it as a douchebag in the movies, but he's actually a really nice guy in real life. One of those scenarios, you know. But yeah, stupendous Brie and her perfect nipple placement. One of my top Friday the 13th girls right there too. I'm with Chewie, where if I want to die and come back as one of those buttons on her jean shorts.
See, you are him. I fucking told you.
Yeah, I would totally burn my lip on a shot glass that was on fire for too fucking long. So, I mean, how'd you feel about like Jason? I mean, obviously, I don't need to ask you about stupendous Brie. Obviously, you loved that and her perfect nipple placement.
You know, I'm all about like good fucking symmetrical systems here. You know what I mean?
But what'd you think of like Derek Mears as Jason? You didn't really rebuttal on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't really care that he ran. I don't know, like I didn't care for it in the sense of like I wish he didn't. I kind of liked like the fucking kind of like the slow burn like aesthetic of like Jason, like Zora, like that's what the character is. I didn't mind that he was fucking like cool as shit, throwing the fucking just throwing weapons around, like that was fine. But I thought he shouldn't have ran.
Fair enough.
But other than that, I mean, I thought he played it up pretty straight. I mean, I don't have too much beef with fucking Derek Mears playing him. Derek, he's cool. It's fine. I don't think I could go through fucking a few movies with him playing Jason because I do prefer Kane Hodder over Mears.
Well, and I absolutely love Derek Mears' enthusiasm. Like if you watch some behind the scenes stuff, he was so enthusiastic, so ready, so hyped to play Jason. Like he was talking about a scene that he's about to film, and he just had to stop. He's like, "Oh, I can't wait!" And was just fucking just so excited to be Jason.
Right,
understandably so. And so, yeah, he took it very seriously and worked really hard on it. And I think it shows. I think he did a fantastic job as Jason.
Yeah, no, I thought he did okay. But for me, my favorite, the only thing I liked about this movie was the fucking cold open. Like that was it.
Really?
Like Ben Feldman, like that whole like group of fucking kids and all the fucking dads finding the weed, like all that. I fucking loved. I loved that whole intro. Like that shit was awesome for me. But the second we cut away from that, and then we go back to fucking Supernatural and this fucking bore fest of fucking idiots. Aaron, I could give two fucking shits for that guy. Travis Van Winkle is such a fucking douchebag. I don't really even like him as a fucking actor. Even the lead fucking girl was kind of fucking depressing. I was fucking over it. That whole opener was hot. It was solid for me. Like that was a hot open. And then after that, this movie just fucking went down the shit storms of fucking the Crystal Lake for me. I did not give two fucks about it.
Now,
it seems so shitty after that. It seems so shitty. Like the only good moments with fucking Jason, but we spent so much time on the fucking the sub characters that we didn't really develop that enough to like give us like a good punch. Like where was the fucking tension in the movie? I didn't see any fucking tension. Like it was just fucking too much. Like it was too much because nothing happened. It was just a fucking slow burn of shit. And then when we had our one-off moments with Jason, like cool, that's when you cared about the movie again. But you never cared about any of these fucking people, and that's what I have a problem with.
Well, that's like a lot of the Friday the 13th movies, though. Like I think that they gave us what people would want in a Friday the 13th remake. You got your butt, your boobs, your blood, your gore. You got Jason killing people and weird
but
ways.
these actors sucked, Faye. The cold open people, like all those actors were the fucking like they should have been the main fucking plot characters because it should have been reversed.
Danielle Panabaker shouldn't have died because she was helping out dude the whole time, and the way she died was bullshit. But what about Willa Ford's death? That's my favorite death because it is the best way to have a gratuitous tit shot where she's hiding underneath the platform. And then shaking and then pulls him up and even holds her up for a little while you can stare at the titties while she's dying.
Well, hey, yeah, I mean that's a good death. Hey, I'm all for that. I would have preferred that it would have been the other girl who got fucking lit on fire in the sleeping bag. I would have preferred it was fucking her.
But it's Willa Ford. She was a big singer there for a little bit. I think
she could have been big in the fucking cold open. Her career would have been better. So yeah, that movie that cold open was the movie. So basically, this remake was a short film for me.
Damn it! I lost my train of thought. I don't know. I think the reason why a lot of people have a problem with this remake, though, and why it does get shit on a lot, is because it goes right down that line. It changes too much for the diehard fans that wanted more of the same. And then the people that wanted to see something new, something different out of it, but still be Jason, they still had too much of the same in it. So I don't know. I don't think that whole aspect blended well. But I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was a good popcorn flick for me. It was another Jason Voorhees movie to add to the plethora of fucking Jason movies. And we do have various different styles of Jasons throughout the whole franchise. So it's not like this is the first time Jason's been changed throughout.
Right. But I mean, this was the most dramatic he's ever been. As far as movement and like free reign to like move around.
Definitely most intelligent, I would say.
Yeah.
Which I liked. I liked the changes that they did. I liked the idea. Like originally the death I was talking about with Willa Ford, she was really supposed to have like a long drawn out death to where she was just stuck out in the lake to where she was so scared to swim up shore that she eventually just drowned. Like that would have been a different kill in the movie, but they changed it for length reasons and pacing reasons and shit like that. But
yeah,
I liked that idea that Damien and Chen and Mark Swift had. I guess I'll do my rating first, and since I have a feeling you're probably gonna rant a little bit, but
no, my ranting is over. You rate, I rate, and then I'm fucking over this.
Well, like I said, I love their attempt at doing something different, but saying more of the same. Didn't really rub everybody right, but I enjoyed it, and I give it a solid 8. I had a good time.
All right, Faye gives it an 8. Well. I'm gonna give it a 4, and that's how I feel about this remake.
What do you guys in the chat rate it? Well, do that. The Instagram poll that I put up on the Instagram story for the Outsiders was simply, which one do you like better, Evil Dead or Friday the 13th? The remakes, and Evil Dead was the winner by 71%. So the majority of the people do enjoy the Evil Dead more. But there were some Friday the 13th love out there. Brian Carpenter gives it 8. Colonel gives it a 5. Ryan, 5.5.
And lastly, just to touch on Michael's comment that he has over there. He says, honestly, do you care about most of the kids from any of the franchise? Well, no, because film was in a different place when those films were coming out. At that point in time, it was all fucking slumber party bullshit. And like there was no true like fucking storyline, no dynamic fucking character development. You had a final girl, but it was never really drawn out for where the story depended on the characters too much. It was always heavily around the protagonist. So has the movie has like the film industry has changed through these movies? Yeah, the perception of how you can't make that movie anymore. You can't make that movie. The movie has to be different, but you still have to accommodate. And they failed. To me.
So you think you would have liked this a whole lot more if that cold opening was actually the full length, hour and a half? They would have stretched out those characters, more development with them.
I wish those characters were the characters we got for the rest of the movie. Because I feel like the acting dramatically decreased after those kids. I would have liked to reverse the we'll call them cast B.
Right. Yeah, I understand the whole reversing.
Cast B, yeah.
I know I understand the whole reversing of the cast, but I'm saying, would you like to have seen a full length movie out of that cold opening with that same cast?
No, because the cold opening was awesome. It was great. Like that was a good way to do it because they never really stretched out a cold open that hard in a movie. So them doing that, like that was cool because that was unique, and that's why I like that the most.
Yeah. Oh, I can't forget how he got his mask. I thought that was cool how he got the mask, which was a well-lit scene. And Ray kills the dude that was 4 seconds away from putting the start button on a whip-ass machine. That dude was fucking great. Reminds me of home. But yeah. See, well, Michael gave it 5.7. Jennifer gave it 5. So yeah. Obviously, people here in the chat were more Evil Dead than Friday the 13th. I loved them both.
Rightfully so. Good choice, people. Good choice.
I'm the type that I will give any remake a chance, even if it looks like shit or not. I'll give it a shot, and I'll go to it with an open mind. I'm not one that's gonna sit there and really. Of course, I'm gonna compare original and remake, but I'm not gonna take that too much into heart. Like, oh, they changed too much, stuff like that. If I enjoy the movie, I enjoy the movie. So I'll give remakes a shot. Farmer, on the other hand, could give 2 fucks about remakes.
2 fucks. 2 fucks given.
2 fucks.
See you in November. 2 fucks. See you for no fucks given.
No fucks given. All right. Well, that was our first live recording. If you'd like to hear this episode will be dropping this week. I would say probably Monday or so, depending how lazy I am. On Spotify, all that shit, with some edits and stuff like that. So you can see the difference between unedited and edited. And like I said, June 12th will be the next time we do another live episode. So do you have any closing words? Oh, and then also for you guys, make sure you switch over to YouTube if you're not already over there and hang out with us for a little after party where I will start drinking and get drunk and probably say shit that I'll regret. So
thank God, you're fucking boring when you're sober. So with that, I'm going to end this episode off. Thanks for watching. Take care, brush your hair, and most of all, everyone in this chat and whoever's listening to the show, come next week. Go fuck yourself.
See you in a little bit, y'all.